Hi, this is Kim Spiedick with 10 Sigma, where we provide educators with tools and resources to guide students to make a successful transition to adult life. Welcome to episode 135 of Transition Tuesday. Today I'm going to talk about teaching students to be resilient. Right now I'm going to switch over to a short slide presentation to share this information. Teaching Resilience, Transition Tuesday, episode 135. In this episode, we will be looking at what I believe to be the most important concept or understanding, which is that of learning to be resilient, that most schools are not teaching students. Let's first start with the definition. Emotional resilience refers to one's ability to adapt to stressful situations or crises. More resilient people are able to roll with the punches and adapt to adversity without lasting difficulties. Less resilient people have a harder time with stress and life changes, both major and minor. Research shows that those who deal with minor stresses more easily also can manage major stresses with greater ease. So resilience has its benefits for daily life as well as for the rare major catastrophe. Resilience is important for several reasons. It enables us to develop mechanisms for protection against experiences which could be overwhelming. It helps us to maintain balance in our lives during difficult or stressful periods, and can also protect us from the development of some health difficulties and other issues. Why should we teach resilience now, as in the next week or two? Almost all students are not going to school right now. For many of our students, this is a minor crisis. For some, it's a major crisis. Here are some of the reasons that this could be a minor crisis for some students or a major crisis for others. First, students are out of their regular routine. For some students, this is not a problem. For other students, especially students who are lower functioning or students who have emotional behavioral problems, this can be very difficult for them because they rely on their routine. Another reason is students are unable to socialize face-to-face. As most adults know, the major focus for teens is to be able to socialize with their peers. This next reason is a really tough one to think about. For some students, school is their only safe place. We know that some of our students live in neglectful or abusive situations, and school is their only place of refuge. Another reason is that many parents and caregivers are stressed. This could be because they have lost their job due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and they have no other resources to pay their bills, or that they're worried about health of family and friends. For these reasons alone, I'm sure you can see why it is critical to teach our students ways to be resilient now. Now let's tie the importance of teaching resilience to students and the transition process. Very soon, transition-age students will be adults. Cultivating resilience will improve their ability to succeed in all areas of life. Learning to be resilient creates healthier, more positive, flexible, and productive adults. Now let's look at the stress resilience skills the students need to acquire. Then we'll look at specific strategies and activities to teach these skills. The first skill is self-awareness. We talked about this in depth in Transition Tuesday, episode 129. Please go back and refer to this episode when teaching this skill, and make sure you download the bonus for teaching resources. The next skill is attention, or another way of saying it is focus or mindfulness. This skill was covered in Transition Tuesday, episode 105. Again, please go back to this episode and download the bonus for teaching resources. Another skill is mentally letting go, changing thoughts, or self-love. Self-love was taught in Transition Tuesday, episode 61. These 3 skills can really be taught in any order to produce the ultimate outcome, which is sustaining positive emotion. Many of these strategies or activities we are going to discuss now are really sub-skills of self-awareness, focus, and self-love, which of course, when practiced, can help students become more resilient. Mindset is not only the first sub-skill on our list, it is absolutely the most important. And all of the rest of the sub-skills we are going to talk about will really aid in helping students have a positive mindset. Think of this quote, "A man thinks he can, a man thinks he can't. They both are right." This all has to do with mindset. The next activity is deep breathing. Deep breathing settles the mind down and allows for clearer thinking. The next activity is meditation. Meditation is good for quieting and centering the mind. Healthy eating. Healthy eating has been shown to lower levels of the stress hormones, and so many other health benefits it would be difficult to name them all. Think of this quote, "We are what we eat." Exercise and yoga can also lower the levels of stress hormones and promote clearer thinking. A good sleep routine helps people think more clearly, reduce stress, and improve mood. And lastly, it's important to remind students that exposure to sunlight increases the brain's release of a hormone called serotonin. Serotonin can boost moods and help a person feel calm and focused. They need to get several hours of sunlight per day. For today's bonus, we will be providing resources for all of these sub-skills or activities. The last thing I want to talk about is ways to teach resilience during distant learning. First, you could print or download all of the resources from the bonuses and then either mail or deliver the packets to the students. You could email the packets and links to the students. Another way you can teach resilience during distant learning is to upload the resources to Google Classroom or Google Docs. You could use the resources from the bonus and provide instruction through Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet, or any video communication software. And lastly, you could design a course using the resources in an online learning platform. I do have to say that I've done this a few times, and it does take some know-how and a little bit of time in order to build a course. For today's bonus, I'll be sending you information, resources, and videos to help teach students emotional resilience. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you use this information to teach your students resiliency. Be sure to check your email for the bonus we just sent over. If this is the first time you've ever seen an episode of Transition Tuesday, click the link below to receive the bonus. Be sure to like and share the video and leave a comment or suggestion for a future episode of Transition Tuesday. Have a great week. See you next Tuesday.